So one of the reason for why we should go for object orientation is high level of abstraction. The top-down approach supports abstraction at the function level. The object-oriented approach supports abstraction at the uh, object level. Since objects encapsulates both data and functions, they work at a high level of abstraction. The development can proceed at the object level and ignore the rest of the system for as long as necessary. This makes designing, coding, testing, and maintaining the system simpler. That is, high level of abstraction enables you to develop the objects. When you are developing those particular objects, you can keep aside the other part of the system, and you can concentrate on development of that particular object. Okay, so this is how you concentrate on that, and after you have developed that, then you can treat it as a black box and keep it in just like in the black box, and you can later on forget the details of that particular object, but you just need to remember what that particular object has been, for what purpose that particular object has been developed. The traditional approach to the next advantage of why you should go for object orientation is the seamless transition among different phases of the software development. The traditional approach to the software development requires different styles and methodologies for each of the process. So when you are moving from one phase to the another, it requires a complex transition perspective between models, and almost can be in different worlds. So this transition not only can slow the development process but also increases the size of the project and chance for errors introduced in moving from one language to the another. The object-oriented approach, on the other hand, essentially uses the same language to talk about analysis, design, programming, and database design. So this seamless approach reduces the level of complexity and redundancy and makes for clearer or more robust system development. So that is when you are using object-oriented analysis and design techniques, then switching between one phase and the another phase is very easy, or you don't need to uh, know the different types of techniques, because the same methodology is used in the object oriented technique for the purpose of analysis phase, design phase, and later on implementation or programming phase, which also involves the database. Whereas if you use the traditional way, then in that case, each of the phase has got different notations, different methodologies, and when you are switching from one phase to the another phase, then that particular switch is very complex switch.